large fleet movements toward Federation space, and they're refusing all of our diplomatic hails. We're doing all we can to prevent a war, but it's not looking good. I want you to join a task force I'm assembling. If this goes south, I want my best people on the front line when it does.
Hey everyone, welcome back to more Star Wars on Star Trek. Oh geez. That 4-hour nap was did not apparently help at all.
The Federation shouldn't be having significant issues with the Tholians at this point in time. I've been scanning the timeline and I think I've found the problem. 2 years ago, a Tholian colonial fleet was destroyed. The Tholians blamed the Federation, and increasing hostilities have ultimately led us here. This is something I'll need your help to correct.
Great. Alrighty.
I've pinpointed the incident in question, setting temporal transponder back 2 years. We need to correct the timeline during the Defiance encounter with the Tholians.
Okay. We're gonna get more shield restoration. And next we're gonna improve the shield capacity. Next. Yeah, for some reason the console version doesn't have a balanced. You have focus on fire, focus on shields, focus on thrusters, and focus on auxiliary. It's easier just to keep the focus on our weapon spanks. What kind of ship is this? Oh, it's a utility cruiser. Okay, let's go around the sun, not through it. Alright, let's begin Tangled Web.
We've arrived in 2268, and not a moment too soon. The Nakul are clearly out for blood. Tholians are quite xenophobic. They may feel the Federation is part of the problem here.
We've got to convince them otherwise,
We're
Daniels.
being hailed by the Defiant. I'll remind you that our orders forbid us from telling them anything specific about the situation. I recommend deflecting their questions until the situation here is resolved.
Agreed. Put them on screen.
Good to see you. We're in a real tight spot here. The Tholians were taking a serious beating when we reached the system, and the other ships opened fire on us the minute we dropped out of warp. Mind lending us a hand until we figure out what's going on?
Sure thing, Captain. Let's save the Tholians while we still can.
This was a Tholian colony fleet.
See if you can take a little pressure off. We need to firm up our shields.
Alert, warp, core breach imminent. Attempt.
The aliens have disabled the Tholian flagship. She's in trouble.
Sir, if we not only kill the Queen, an entire Tholian bloodline will be wiped out.
Ship integrity compromised.
Enemy boarding parties are beaming to the Tholian flagship.
Destroy the alien. Defend the Queen.
Estimated Tholian casualties are in the thousands.
Vengeance. Vengeance for the children.
Systems were offline for a second there.
Don't suppose you have any idea what's going on here? There's nothing on these aliens in our computers or why they'd attack the Tholians, or us for that matter.
Right now I need you on Overwatch. More of those aliens could show up.
Alright, do what you need to do. We'll talk about all of this when the shooting stops. Deal?
Deal. Stay safe, Captain.
I know it doesn't feel great keeping information from the Defiance crew, but believe me, it's for the best. I'll monitor the situation here while you assist the Tholians. Do what you can to save them. Good luck.
Let's go.
I've found appropriate transport coordinates on the Tholian flagship. Hopefully you can convince them that we're not at fault here. If the Tholians go to war with the Federation now, it would be devastating on a galactic scale.
Keep an eye on things, Daniels. Let me know if anything changes.
Sensors show the interior of the Tholian ship is too hot for us. You will need to put on an EV suit before going there. There should be extra suits in that crate over there. It would be logical for us all to equip them.
Understood. Let's go over to the Tholian ship. Let's clear them out.
Reading only a few Tholian life signs. I'm detecting numerous Na'Kul life signs, and more are on the way. Na'Kul reinforcements are on their way to your position. Stay alert. Ship just spiked. Something's wrong, and I doubt the Tholians are to blame.
Ah, crud. Alright, let's do what we can to stop it, Scavron.
Stop the ship from detonating, but they're not cool. They've killed Tholian colonists and even hatchlings ruthlessly. What they've done here is an atrocity.
Our work's not finished yet.
Remaining Tholians are close to your position, and more Na'Kul are on their way. I'd hurry if I were you.
We are not of the Nakul. We are from the United Federation of Planets.
Federation, Nakul. All humanoids are the same. Chaotic, irrational, peaceful, then not. Warring, then you leave.
To your eyes, we are all humanoids, but we are not of the same mind.
Those you call Nakul killed our people. Our children, all are dead. Our sisters must know. Leave now, Federation. Leave us to our final task.
What can we do to help? We fought the Nakul. We came to save you.
You cannot help us. Too late. The hatchlings slaughtered. The colonists lost. Nothing can help in the face of this terror. We must send our message. Others will come. Leave now.
We've got enemy ships on an intercept course, including a dreadnought. We won't last long against a force like that.
Understood.
Continue to fight Nakul. Keep them from us while we contact our sisters. If you speak truly, you will not betray us.
We won't let you down. Let's go.
I've been monitoring the Tholian Queen's progress. She hasn't been able to send the signal to her people. Orders?
We'll protect her while she works, Daniels. That message must go out.
Okay, let's have a little chat. What's the situation here? Where did those alien ships come from? I'd like some straight answers for a change.
Look, Captain, my orders are need to know, and
I don't need to know, right? I read you, but it doesn't mean I have to like it. That big alien ship is still heading our way. Let's focus on that.
sounds like a plan, Captain. Magnolia out.
Here they come. Lost our engines. It'll take a while for my chief engineer to work a few miracles. That dreadnought is coming in fast. My engineers are gonna need time. A lot more time.
Switching power to shields. Repairs underway. Come on.
The alien dreadnought is concentrating fire on the Tholian flagship.
Ended quick getting so close to him.
Federation, you have proven you are different. Rational. This pleases us. We have sent word to our sisters. The Nakul will pay. The Federation will not. Now, vengeance for the slaughter of a generation. Vengeance for our children.
The Queen's message has been sent through subspace and... Yes! The timeline is correcting itself. Good work. Now, we just need to help with... Oh no. The Queen is going to full impulse. She's gonna ram the Nakul Dreadnought!
Evasive maneuvers. Magnolia to Dreadnought. Get out. To Defiant. Get out of there.
Our engines are still down! We can't escape!
Captain, look at the Defiant. Perhaps a scan would be in order?
Is there anything we can do to help?
No. I'm afraid that this is their fate. This is one of the hardest things about being a temporal agent. We can only make the changes we have to make, not the ones we want.
There has to be something we can do here, Daniels.
I'm afraid there's not. History states that the Defiant went missing, only to be found here weeks later by the Enterprise. Though they're lost, we now know that they played an important role in keeping the Federation safe, in protecting the timeline. For what it's worth, I will be sure their heroism is included in my report. The Tholians will remember this as well. This encounter may lead them to be more inward-focused, avoiding conflicts with the Federation, for the time being. At the very least, they will know that it wasn't the Federation that was responsible for the destruction of their colony compound.
It's called comfort for the families of over 400 men and women, Daniels. Make it so.
Captain Archer had similar concerns when I worked with him. We often disagreed, but in the end, we were able to work past our differences and do the right thing. I hope you and I can do the same. Leaving Defiant to her fate was a hard choice, but it saved untold billions of lives. That has to count for something.
Congratulations, Lieutenant. Now let's speed up sector speed space travel. Utility cruiser stealth mode.
We have a situation in the Caleb system. The Klingons are massing a battle fleet in that sector, and it's pointed at Federation space. I'm leading a force to respond to this aggression, and I want you to be a part of it. If they cross the line, we need to be ready for anything.
Roger.
Stay safe.
I'll be there.
This is a pivotal moment in Federation history. The Nakul may attempt to disrupt it somehow, change the course of time. We'll need to look for signs of temporal flux. If they show up, we'll need to deal with them, no matter what.
Sorry about that. Sector space doesn't look too bad. Let's just show what happens when you enable astrometrics. Yeah, you just get to see the grid in space. It's not nice to look at. Okay, we're going all over the quadrant. Ah, yes, the neutral zone. Vendor system. Alrighty, let's begin the Battle of Caleb 4.
All hands, this is Admiral Garrett, on board the USS Yorktown. I'm the commanding officer of this task force. Our long-range sensor platforms have detected a Klingon battle fleet massing near this system. At the moment, they're attacking our subspace relay network in order to disrupt communications and long-range surveillance in this sector. We have the Klingons outnumbered at this time. Should they abandon reason and follow a standard attack doctrine, fire to disable their ships if possible. A strong show of force should send them back to their side of the line. All ships, go to yellow alert. Garrett out.
Iris standing by. Orders acknowledged.
Klingon formation is breaking. All ships, give chase.
What I wouldn't give for rear-facing photon torpedoes. It is desperately trying to survive. Oh, it will. It's it's a scripted one. They're supposed to survive, so we... Sorry, does that say Reaper class? No, Ranger class. Ah, crud. Not a cloak. Torpedoes on my mark. Mark.
Klingon ships decloaking. All ships, this is Garrett. Execute battle plan Sigma 4. Repeat, execute... Concentrate fire on the cruisers. We need to protect them.
has been brought to heel at last by the Klingon Empire. Those who remain shall know mercy in return for your unconditional surrender.
I thought Klingons didn't take prisoners, Core.
We Klingons can be gracious in victory. Though, should you wish to die in battle with honor, I will gladly oblige you.
I'm picking up a temporal anomaly among the Klingon ships. It's consistent with readings we've seen at previous Na'Gru incursions. They're trying to interfere with the timeline again.
Until we break out of this tractor beam, there's not much I can do, Daniels.
Leave that to me. I'll modify the transporter and beam you over, past their shields. Once on board, free the ship and neutralize the anomaly if you can. Hurry. We're literally running out of time.
Understood. Beam us to the Klingon ship. Good thinking. Let's move out. I want this tractor beam out of action. Surprise! Well, I don't know what you were expecting when we opened fire in the engineering section, Scavrin. We'll cut it open. No time for anything else. And I don't care about property damage to Klingon ships. Setting the last charge.
You need to finish them now. All of them. You don't understand how dangerous they are.
I don't need to do anything. Do not forget who is captain here and who is merely a visitor.
I've given you the means to victory. I suggest you use them. Now.
Noted. Though it seems we have other concerns now.
I warned you, Core. Deal with this. Don't fail me.
Well, well. I was hoping for Kirk, but I got you. Pity.
Well, I don't think you're ever gonna beat Kirk. You're loser, Core.
So you're the Federation globflies who found their way onto my ship. A bold maneuver, to be sure. Bold or not, you remain insects. A minor nuisance to be exterminated, swiftly and without mercy.
Your allies are using you, Core. The Nakul aren't here to help you. They're just here to help themselves.
And in that way, we are alike, for we both are here to help ourselves. Today, I will take what I want in the Empire's name and use it to utterly defeat the Federation. And the Nakul, should the time for war come, we will meet them in glorious battle. But for now, our goals align. A valiant effort, little fly. But it is over! Glorious! Long shall I remember this day.
Alright, let's get back to the ship.
Well done. Thanks for the help.
Alright, let's hit the Yorktown now. Prep the high yields.
This is Garrett. We're outmatched here. Disengage, under best possible power.
Nice work. I owe you one.
Make for heading 265 Mark 10 at best speed.
Run while you can, Starfleet. Won't get far.
Wouldn't give her a tachyon beam at this point. Moving powered shields.
You won't be forgotten. You've done us all proud. Give them hell, my friend.
At least one Starfleet officer has the courage to die well. Tommy
Oh.
I'm afraid you're dead. Your ship was destroyed in combat while protecting the retreat of Admiral Garrett's forces. Your sacrifice allowed Garrett to warn Starfleet about Klingon cloaking tech. But your ship was lost with all hands.
So,
At least, that's
you're
what's
the
in
Archangel of
history
Death.
books. I brought you and the crew members I could save to the early 25th century. You're being recruited as a temporal agent. Since you're dead, we're giving you a new identity. We have a speed training and reacclimation process that will help you to fit in. I know this is a bit unusual, but you'll get used to it.
Fun. Yeah, take me out of...
Welcome, nerds. Space Dock. Busy day on the holodeck, sir? I love dressing up for those historical holo novels, too. My Harry Mudd costume took first prize last year. That being said, you're scheduled for a meeting with the top brass, so you might want to update your uniform beforehand. The Admiral can be a stickler for that sort of detail, after all.
Congratulations, Lieutenant Commander.
Right. I'll be sure to do that. Klingon engineering officer.
You're scheduled for a meeting with the top brass, so you might want to update your uniform beforehand. The Admiral...
Thank you. Why we're not actually going to alter it, because I like this uniform.
Welcome to the 25th century. We've been expecting you. Your new cover identity is in place, and Admiral Quinn's expecting you in the office behind me. Report to him for your orders. Remember, do not tell anyone about your status as a temporal agent. Your goal is to observe and correct, not to interfere.
Understood. And thanks.
I've recommended you for a command position on board a ship of the line. There are several fine ships available for an officer of your caliber. Head to the shipyard to select your new ship, then return to me for your assignment.
Roger. I just warn you, science officer. Gets a little weird here. Alrighty. Score. Whoop, nope. To get a new starship. Tier 2. Gotta get the escort. Rapier variant, Saber variant. Ooh, I actually like the look of the Rapier variant. We're gonna rename it USS. Hang on, give me a second. Let's name it the USS Koenig. Alrighty. Ship equipment. phaser dual cannons. I should probably update the command of the drain effects. Let's new skill. Willpower. This skill increases the ability to resist incoming control effects. This will increase the effectiveness of most consumable items. Let's go with willpower. And we get a new we get a couple of new traits. Plus 30 kit performance, 25 bonus all damage versus targets affected by control or debuff powers. Accurate particle generation, flow capacitors, and sensors. Well, let's increase the accuracy rating. I kind of want to get the dual pistols. The Disruptor dual pistols. Let's use them. Actually, let's... Supporter... 7 Infirmary, Shipyard, Exchange... Vice Broker... So that's weapons, so that's the Tailor. Vice Broker... Precision kits. Let's get the medical tricorder Mark III. Alrighty, let's get to Admiral Quinn then.
I see you chose a fine ship with a top-notch crew, one of Starfleet's best. I hope you're ready to get back out there. A situation has come to my attention, and I'd like you to look into it.
Got it.
We have a diplomatic mission for you. An important Vulcan ambassador is traveling from his homeworld to the monastery at Pajen. Capturing the ambassador would be a major coup for the Klingons or Orions, so we're assigning you to make sure everything goes smoothly. You were to escort Ambassador Soketh to Pajen. Please meet him at Vulcan. Once you locate him, speak with him about the transport mission. Do whatever is necessary to keep him safe.
Yes, sir. Let's return to the ship. Bring us back. Alrighty, let's get to sector space. Warp.
You are now in sector space. Here ships travel at warp speed between systems. Combat does not take place in sector space.
Alright. Space trip. I thought I equipped it that. I think I might have done that too soon. Never mind. On screen.
Greetings. Thank you for agreeing to escort the ambassador to Pajem. Ambassador Soketh is currently attending a ritual to honor the end of the Kalrek holiday. He will be done soon, but the ambassador is hesitant to use transporter technology. His bias against the transporters is not logical, but I have come to accept it.
Well, that's
I believe
strange.
that Soketh would be much more comfortable traveling by shuttlecraft. I have received clearance for you to land near the ambassador's location. I look forward to meeting you in person.
Alright. Let's head down. Let's land.
Starfleet shuttlecraft. This is Vulcan Orbital Control. You are cleared to land at the requested coordinates. Welcome to Vulcan. Please enjoy your stay.
Alright. Thanks, Tarsi. Got it.
Captain, I regret to inform you that we have come to an impasse in completing your mission. Allow me to explain. As you know, Pajem is sacred to the Vulcan people, and access to it is strictly prohibited. Ordinarily, this would not present any difficulty, but Sabin, the leader of the order that maintains the monastery, has chosen this moment to illogically refuse to grant Ambassador Sokath permissions to meet with the abbot at Pajem. This is most abnormal.
Can this trip wait until Savin changes his mind?
The ambassador has considered going to the council to request that they overrule Sabin, but the process will take time that he simply does not have. If the ambassador is unable to complete his journey to Pajem now, he will have to delay it until after the trade conference at Corodan is complete, and that could take weeks.
I wonder why Savin won't grant the ambassador permission.
The ambassador, I'm afraid, has spent too much time off-world. I have seen it change him. His interactions with other species have grown easier over the years, but our own people have become more challenging for him to deal with. Perhaps you could speak to Sabin. I know he has a great deal of respect for Starfleet, and you might have an easier time than he has in convincing him to grant the ambassador's request.
Let me speak to Savin then.
Peace and long life.
Peace and long life.
Do you seek knowledge of the ancestors?
Don't you trust Ambassador Sokath?
I neither trust him nor distrust the Ambassador. I simply do not understand him. He will not reveal his reasons for wishing to speak to the Abbot, and has refused a mind meld with me. Normally I could respect his privacy, but other things I have heard trouble me. Do you seek knowledge of the ancestors?
Tell me more about what you've
Sokath
heard.
has spent more and more time away from Vulcan in recent years, and seems ill at ease in what was once his home. T'Pella admits he has changed in the past few months. He spends hours closeted in his study, and does not share meals with his staff as he used to. T'Pella says that the stress of the war with the Klingon Empire is taking its toll. She hopes the peace of Pajem will restore him. Do you seek knowledge of the ancestors?
Is there any way I can persuade you to allow Sokath to visit Pajem?
I will permit it if you will pledge to me, on your honor as a Starfleet officer, that you will protect Pajem from harm. Sokath says his reasons for wanting to speak to the Abbot are private. I will accept that, but only if you are with him. I know I can trust Starfleet. Please, protect Pajem from any who would violate its sanctity.
I will.
Welcome to Vulcan. Do you have any questions?
I've spoken to Savin. We can leave for Pajem now.
Excellent. Our departure has been delayed long enough by the whims of one man. I am prepared for the journey and can leave immediately.
Let's go. Boarding the shuttle.
Starfleet shuttlecraft, we have logged your flight trajectory, and you are cleared for departure.
Thank you.
Live long and prosper.
Live long and prosper. Vulcan Orbital Command. To the bridge. It's time to depart the system. Way to Bajam. Agreed. Sensors on maximum.
This is Captain Katak to all Klingon vessels. Target their warp drive. There will be no escaping our vengeance this time.
On screen.
Cease your fire, Captain. Perhaps today is a day for words. My fellow captains were blinded by our vengeance toward the shapeshifter aboard your vessel. They have died with honor. But if I am to die this day, then I would prefer to regale the halls of Sto-vo-kor with the tale of that foul creature's death.
Shapeshifter.
Ha! So even the mighty Federation has been fooled by the beast. Your guest from Vulcan is not as he or she seems, Captain. They are an Undine. They put on a false face and try to control us, but we Klingons know better. We will hunt them down until the last of these honorless dogs die screaming.
And Undine? Have you any proof?
Proof? Ah! Allow me to stick a blade in its belly while I look it in the eye while it dies. That should be proof enough, even for Starfleet.
I'll take that into consideration.
If you wish the honor of the kill yourself, then it is yours to have. So long as the Undine dies, I will meet my death with eyes wide open and victory in my heart. I await your decision. Close hailing frequencies.
Crew of the USS Voyager. They cataloged them as species 8472. So Klingon Command indicated, they are indeed capable of changing shape. Additionally, they possess telepathic abilities that aid them in infiltrating the cultures of other species. So Ambassador Soketh could be one. I'm afraid that is a conclusion that we cannot rule out, Captain. I could conduct a test to determine if the Ambassador is who he claims to be. Unfortunately, that would violate his ambassadorial immunity. Vessels more than a match for the Borg. They represent a great threat to Starfleet. Where is Ambassador Soketh now? Ambassador is still in his quarters. Security detail to detain the Ambassador. Certain of his identity. Sound precaution. Agreed. The Undine come from a dimension known as fluidic space. They use quantum singularities to move into ours. I'm afraid much of their technology still remains a mystery to us, but it is not to be underestimated. So why use a Starfleet vessel? Quadrant. My guess is that they're aiming to conceal a presence here. And the Klingons? The Klingons are saying could be true, Captain. If the Undine are in the Beta Quadrant, it might just be that the Klingons sniffed them out before us. In this case, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Call the Ambassador to the bridge and open a channel to the Klingon vessel. Let's settle this.
My patience is growing thin, Captain. If you lack the stomach to slay the beast aboard your vessel, then any Klingon here would gladly do it for you. I'd hate for you to stain that pretty Starfleet uniform with Undine blood.
Very generous, but unnecessary.
Then the beast is slain? Makar! Very good. Perhaps you've the heart of a warrior after all. Let me look upon our enemy, and tonight we will dine together as warriors and drink to the honored dead.
I present Ambassador Soketh.
Captain, I take my meditations very seriously. Why have I been summoned to the bridge?
Accused. Meet your accuser.
Alive? You're a fool, Captain! Strike now before it's too late!
Not without proof, Katak.
You want proof? Then lower your shields and allow me to beam over. Once the Undine's blood coats my blade, you'll see it for what it truly is. A Grint hound in Tark's clothing.
Ambassador, allow me to explain.
There's no need, Captain. The situation is not difficult to unravel. My concern lies in the logic of you entertaining this Klingon's meritless claim.
Meritless, but not unreasonable.
A most illogical conclusion. Allow us to examine the facts, Captain. You have a crippled Klingon vessel, whose captain has made unsubstantiated claims that I am an Undine, a species that is known to both the Federation and the Klingon Empire as a considerable threat.
Thus, a reasonable consideration.
Potentially, but only if a great many other factors were to be true. Is it not much more likely that the Klingons have, in the face of defeat, instead sought to exploit Starfleet's desire for peaceful resolutions to conflict in order to repair their vessel and renew their assault?
Status of the Klingon vessel. Red alert, lock weapons.
Warrior strikes without mercy, Captain. I only hope to teach you this lesson personally before the Undine does. We may not be able to best your vessel, but a Klingon knows many roads to victory. The beast may have evaded my vengeance for now, but I can still ruin its plans here at Pajem.
Fire. Scan the area. Taking an away team down. No, it's too dangerous.
Precaution. Though I admit I am eager to see my people safe, I will await word until the monastery is secured. And Captain, Let not my journey here be for naught.
Away team to transporter room 1.
A wide...
That was weird. There we are. You're safe. Very nice looking planet. Oh, that's not who I wanted to scan. Quit moving, Tibet.
I have terrible news. Vulcan security forces have discovered the body of Ambassador Soket. They have determined that he was killed by a phaser blast at short range. His remains were discovered in a stasis chamber hidden in a cavern beneath the Ambassador's residence. The Ambassador on your ship, the one that I have been working for, is an imposter. You need to be very careful. This imposter was able to fool Soket's closest associates for months. He is crafty and very patient. Now that he has been discovered, he will be dangerous.
We'll find him.
Such emotion on your face. I see now my deception has been exposed. Pity. Capturing the abbot so we could replace him as well would have been beneficial. But we are strong. We will prevail. You are weak, and the weak shall perish.
Ooh. He's an ugly one, ain't he? Alright, beam us up. Alrighty, switch focus to shields. Focus on keeping the shields up then. sure that they didn't survive that. Incoming message.
This is Captain LaForge of the USS Challenger. Glad to see we made it here in time to lend you a hand. Perhaps you'll return the favor someday. LaForge out.
Thank you, Captain LaForge. I think I owe you a drink sometime.
The Ambassador was an Undine? I'm afraid their infiltration of the Federation goes much deeper than we realized. Who knows what kind of havoc they could create?
Photon torpedoes or quantum torpedoes? Let's go with quantum torpedoes.
Congratulations, Lieutenant Commander.
I've received a report there is a Bolian freighter that is overdue arriving at Earth Space Dock. It may need assistance.
Alright. Depart the system.
You are now in sector space. Here ships travel at warp speed between systems. Combat does not take place in sector space.
Look forward to speaking with you in person. Let's get to Starfleet Academy. What are duty officers?
Your inventory has a replicator. You can purchase common items from the replicator.
Alright. Let's get back to the Beta Quadrant.
To any ships in range, This is Dana Brott of the transport SS Azura. Please help. Warp core containment field down. Radiation flooding ship. Communications and life support failing. Cannot eject warp core. Need immediate evacuation and assistance. Please help us.
Alrighty, so let's make sure our ship is in tip-top shape. Those quantum torpedoes. Tactical consoles. Alrighty, let's start the mission.
To any ships in range, this is Dana Brott of the transport SS Azura. Please help. We're being pursued by Orion raiders. Crew injured, taking heavy fire. Dropping out of warp near your coordinates. Need immediate evacuation and assistance. Please help us.
Demet, keep tracking that signal. Ah, there they are. Full power to shields. Held and take us in range. Oh, geez Louise, I love these torpedoes. These were just the things the Koei needed. White team, report to the transporter room.
Captain, I'm concerned about the radiation on the Azura. She might have some damage to the warp core, but our sensors can't pick up enough to determine exactly what you'll find over there. I'm sure I can send you and the away team to the ship safely, but getting you back might be a problem until the Azura's critical damage is repaired. Step on the transporter pad when you're ready to go, and be careful, sir.
Try and keep a lock on us and be prepared to transport survivors. Alright, beam us over. Rescuing survivors is our top priority. Okay, so she's healed, right? You'll have to give me a second. Oh, what's this mission called? Stranded in Space. Ah, okay. Yeah, it's just borked. So we're not going to be able to get this accolade. Gas, whatever's in this container. We finally have something to give to Skavron so that he's not in his EV suit. Thinks that it's borked.
an Orion ambush on our way to K7. We lost our weapons almost immediately, and then we took a direct hit near engineering. Our warp engine's magnetic antimatter containment field failed. We had no choice but to drop shields and use the power to try to stabilize the containment field. As soon as the shields were down, Orions boarded the ship. I'll never let those green pirates have the Azura. Please, take my crew to safety. I'll keep trying to stabilize the warp core. If I'm lucky, I can buy you some time.
I'll help your crew. Oh, Klingons!
It is no surprise that the cowardly Orions cannot even handle raiding a freighter. But their call for assistance has given us a chance for glorious combat.
Koenig, we have Klingons. Wish the mission wasn't borked.
What's good for you, Starfleet? We are taking this ship, her crew, and her cargo.
The Azura and her crew are under Starfleet's protection. I don't want to blow you out of the sky. But I will if we have no choice. Jeez Louise. All right. Ops.
Attempting to get a transporter lock on Captain Brott, sir. Boosting containment.
That was too close. I'll speak with the
saved
captain.
my crew. I'll tell you whatever I can.
What was the Azura's mission?
The Azura was a transport ship, best in the quadrant. Mostly I hauled medical supplies or farming equipment, but I had room in the cargo bays for a little of everything. I have one customer who is just crazy for Tranya. I don't save the galaxy on a regular basis like you Starfleet types do, but hauling cargo is a good way to make a living. I'm helping people in my own way. You saved my crew. I'll tell you whatever I can.
What will you do now?
Go back to Bellaris for a few weeks, I suppose. I have enough latinum saved up to get me back on my feet. As soon as I can get another ship, I'll be doing transport runs again. I have customers waiting. You saved my crew. I'll tell you whatever I can.
Thank you. That's all, Captain. Let's depart. Man, this ship is just made for combat. Especially with my new quantum torpedoes. Why doesn't every ship have that?
Well done. You saved that crew just in time.
A little closer than I'd like to admit, but...
Congratulations, Lieutenant Commander.
You have a new power that can be set up to automatically be used. Press the L2 button to show your powers.
Starfleet has lost contact with the Federation science station in the Kasei system because all communications from Kasei 2 must be boosted by a satellite that compensates for Metreon isotopes prevalent in the system. It may be that the communications array is in need of repair. Please make the necessary repairs to the communications array and re-establish contact with the science station.
Roger. Let's just make it a sensor scan. Alrighty. Maximum warp. Oh, no wonder I'm doing so much damage. My weapons power is at 115 out of 100. My shields are at 52 out of 50.
Your active traits are listed on the left. Detailed information about each trait is available on the right. You can change active traits by selecting the trait slot you wish to modify. Traits are passive bonuses that make you more effective. Traits are earned through completing missions, advancing in reputations, and achieving mastery in starships.
Hidden dangers lurk in space, and the threat of Klingon attack has made even the most stout-hearted reconsider their choice to travel throughout the stars. A last-ditch effort to find a common ground could end this conflict, but there are many who oppose peace.
Alrighty, so I'm gonna start boosting up our damage. Prior's World. This is like a bad time. Briar Patch, the Rhesus system. Ahoy, Mirage! Alrighty. Let's begin the rescue. Gorn ships in range of the communications array. Recommend we deal with them before we assess damage to the array. Roger. Defense forces, does that mean we're invading them? Oh, in exchange it takes a bit longer for them to recharge. Damaged by the Gorn. Should be able to contact the research station on Kasei 2. However, the station is not responding to hails, and our scans are detecting signs of multiple fires on the station. Let's get over there.
The Gorn. They just stormed in and started shooting.
Tell us what happened.
Trouble was when you lost contact with the communications array. The Gorn beamed in and started shooting. They destroyed our computer core and took thousands of artifacts we spent years collecting. Then, as if destroying decades of archaeological research weren't enough, they started setting fires. The Gorn. They just stormed in and started shooting.
Why would the Gorn attack?
The Gorn have extremely long memories. Thousands of years ago, the Gorn hegemony ruled this entire sector. In their minds, that means these planets are still theirs. The alliance with the Klingons has inspired the Gorn to start rebuilding their empire. Every planet from here to Cestus 3 is in danger. The Gorn. They just stormed in and started shooting.
Did everyone escape the fire?
There are several members of our team still unaccounted for. Please, you must find them. The Gorn destroyed our automated fire suppression system in the initial attack. You will find fire suppression devices on the walls that you can use to fight the fires.
Alright, you'll be safe on the coin. I'll find your team.
I'm coming with you, Captain. There's too much at stake, and I know this project. Klingon invasion was a blow to Gorn self-determination and identity.
Greetings.
These kinds of raids are the Gorn's attempt to reclaim their identity through their history. Look at all this damage. We'd have helped if the Gorn had just asked. Yes, one of your leaders turns out to be a shapeshifter. Damages your sense of trust.
Whoa! So they also had to deal with a Undine. Alrighty. Oh, I missed a scientist. Sorry about that. I didn't notice your thing. That really shouldn't have phased him. Keep going.
There's another research team on Kasei 4. Involved in a dig at a promising site. Given what the Gorn have done here, I'd imagine that team is in trouble. Captain, we have to check on them. If the Gorn have taken over the dig site, the researchers could be captives. Or worse.
Alright. Crew, set a course. Plot a course for Cassian 4. Go as soon as we're aboard. Alrighty. Time to beam down to the surface. Let's go.
This is the dig site that our team was working on. They set up several shield generators to help protect the most important artifacts from further damage. There's a small encampment under the shield dome. The Gorn probably came in and took over everything. If we disable the shield generators, we may be able to get inside and rescue the other archaeologists. Look up. You can see the shield generator beams. We can follow those to find the controllers and turn off the system.
Got it.
Team here found remnants of a precursor.
Shield power is dropping! What is going on?
Our understanding of Gorn evolution is woefully inadequate. Are they even offspring of the Preservers?
I don't understand what
Gorn
any of that
territorial
means.
claims aren't entirely without merit, but they would displace billions of people. A diplomatic solution could help to save Gorn heritage without disrupting Federation colonies.
Just floating in the air, huh? Okay. Sure, that makes sense. Shutting down shield generator.
More fluctuations! Increase the power to the shields!
Let's grab whatever's in here. Really, that shield should not be holding as stably as it is. At least I don't know how science in Star Trek works. All I know is you can't beam through shields. Hello? Let's override the shield.
The protected shields are down! Incompetent fools!
Oh. If I had come to this one first, I could have avoided all of that. That's nice. Oh no. Come on, Captain.
Want to beam up?
There's no sign of the other team. The Gorn must be holding them captive elsewhere.
We're too late. Alright, let's get going.
You are meddling in affairs you do not understand. This system was the home of our ancestors. It belongs to the Gorn by ties of blood and conquest. We will not allow grave robbers and thieves to desecrate hallowed ground without punishment. Prepare for death!
Beam hostages aboard.
If the archaeological sites in the Kasei system really are from a Proto-Gorn culture, we will have to weigh carefully the knowledge we gain versus what the Gorn claim to be their own history. The Federation Science Council has a lot to consider. For now, though, I'm glad the researchers are safe. Good work.
Phaser cannon?
Congratulations, Lieutenant Commander.
Warp to sector space. 360-degree weapon. Perfect. Field stabilizing warp core. 5 maximum shield power. Maximum warp factor 8.28. Right, I should actually upgrade their weapons. Can I not upgrade their weapons? Huh. Is there a way to... There we go, sorted. Alrighty, let's get rid of those then. Alrighty, got a bunch of dilithium now. Let's get heading back to Sol then.
Commander Burgess, Starfleet Intelligence. There's something I'd like you to look into. It could change the course of the war in our favor. We have intel suggesting that the Klingons are operating a secret weapons facility in the Hiromi cluster. We also believe the base is under the command of Ambassador Bovat, controversial figure in Klingon politics. I'd like you to get to the truth of the matter, and soon. To that end, I'm sending one of my top agents to join you on the mission. I think you'll find Lieutenant Van Zyl to be a very capable officer. Don't hesitate to seek her counsel in the field. Proceed to the Briar Patch and find out what the Klingons are up to. If there are any weapons there, you are to deactivate or destroy them. And should you encounter the ambassador, do bring him in. I'd like a word. Admiral Quinn says you're the right...
Actually, I think that's going to do it for today. I don't want to wreck the Klingons too badly. Well, that'll do it for today. Well, not today, but, well, I will see you all next time when we continue either this or Pirate Warriors 4. I haven't decided which we'll be doing tomorrow. Or later today, I guess. See you then.